Hello and welcome. My name is Catherine Gonzalez, and I'm here today to present to you about learner-centered curriculum designs. By the end of today's presentation, you should discover how learner-centered design models apply to curriculum design within HLP-USD, be able to identify learner-centered design models and their components, and identify learning theories that fit well within the learner-centered design models. Let's get started. I'd like to begin by sharing a video with you. As you watch, I'd like you to reflect on your personal learning experiences, your experiences teaching your students, and the learning experiences of your students.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
How did the content and teaching style of delivery of this lesson resonate with you? How do you think it would resonate with your students? Is this the experience you had as a learner? Is this your experience teaching from adopted curriculum? Much of our district's adopted curriculum utilizes subject-centered curriculum design. The focus of these designs is on knowledge and content, both of which are beneficial to students, but just as the teacher from the video did not take a student's interests and needs into account, leaving them disinterested and disengaged, subject-centered design emphasizes the subject matter rather than the learner, which can lead to student passivity. The Hacienda La Puente School District has joined the New Pedagogies for Deep Learning Global Partnership. Every school in HLP-USD is mandated to employ NPDL and its 6 learning competencies, referred to as the 6 C's. These include character, citizenship, collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. As stated by the authors of NPDL, these new pedagogies engage students around meaningful, relevant, and real-life learning experiences to address the need for deep learning that engages students in the mastery of academic content, creation of new knowledge, and development of deep learning competencies, all of which combine in the formation of actions and responses that drive their learning, their lives, and the world forward. So the question is, how can we teach the required content and knowledge from our subject-centered curriculums while engaging students in learning that promotes NPDL and its 6 competencies? The solution may lie in implementing elements of learner-centered curriculum design to our current subject-centered curriculums. So what are learner-centered designs? To start, the focus is on students rather than the teacher. Teachers act as facilitators who provide opportunities for experiences that students can immerse themselves in to make meaning and construct knowledge. In learner-centered design, students are the designers and the makers of what they experience. Some positive benefits of this design model are that students work collaboratively and build upon each other's knowledge. As they do so, they learn how to engage in discourse, express themselves, and articulate their needs. Through the use of inquiry-based learning and problem-solving activities, students utilize higher-order thinking skills and technology to solve problems, just like in real-world situations. Most importantly, students are given choice, driven by their interests and needs, leading them to believe they have a voice and feel empowered. All these positive benefits are in alignment with HLP-USD, NPDL, and its 6 learning competencies, which are required of all learners for success both as students and citizens of the world. It's my hope that teachers will take steps to negotiate with students regarding their interests and teaching the content and standards that must be covered in ways that engage students in the active learning I've just described. So what learning theories tie well into learner-centered designs? There's actually 2. There's sociocultural theory and connectivism. Sociocultural theory asserts that learning is co-constructed by individuals through social experiences as they engage in learning activities. As mentioned earlier, inquiry-based learning and problem-solving activities can provide students opportunities to serve as a more knowledgeable other as they collaborate to share background knowledge and negotiate meaning. Students scaffold each other's learning as they engage in dialogue that enables them to internalize new learning. Connectivism asserts that, as students engage in the previously described activities, physical connections or neural networks in the brain grow and develop. The brain becomes trained to recognize patterns, and these patterns elicit responses by us to our environment. Our knowing is the ability to recognize the patterns we react to. New learning occurs as students make adjustments to the recognition of patterns and reactions. These adjustments occur as students engage in activities in which they share their experiences, background knowledge, comprehension, and perceptions with others. In both cases of these learning theories, learning is a social activity, and it's through teacher-facilitated activities that students engage in conversation, communication, negotiation, modeling, problem-solving, and utilizing higher-order thinking skills that students can learn. These learning theories align not only with learner-centered designs, but with NPDEL and its 6 learning competencies as well. To recap, today you discovered how learner-centered design models apply to curriculum design within the Hacienda La Puente Unified School District. You identified learner-centered curriculum design models and their components, and identified learning theories that fit well within learner-centered design models. I'd like to thank you for your time today. I hope you walk away from this training thinking about how you can implement elements of learner-centered design into your existing curriculum to promote NPDEL and the 6 C's. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or would like additional support implementing learner-centered design.